I just said before you got here, I can't argue your impact. That's never been the question. It's hard for me to tell where your ticket sales may gauge or what I'm saying carrying a card because you're always on cards with top people who are going to bring out people as well. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I
So,
understand that part, but that's
mhm.
why I asked you. Like, you got motherfuckers like Surf, DNA, K Shine, Arsenal, Hitman, Tay Rock. They're always on cards with other people too. But we know that their draws are major.
We
Mhm.
know that their draws are major because they have main evented
And
cards.
I've made event 3 times this year.
See, and I wasn't
Where?
saying that. See, I wasn't saying main event. I wasn't making it about the
But
main event.
where
What I'm talking
though?
about was
What
I
you mean?
also we're making two different arguments.
I main evented Kings vs Queens with Geechee. I main
Hmm.
evented the Battle in the Bayou with Official, Shuni, and Farrah, and I main evented the OSBL event. And
All
they
right,
saying that
and
we was
that's what we
opponents.
were. That's what we was talking about. The OSBL event is like your first time outside of Queen of the Ring or URL, right? With the exception of flying overseas.
Yeah. What that
Yeah.
got
So
what that mean?
no, that's the argument. That's the argument that 40 has been doing that for 10 plus
My
Yes,
years.
she
argument
has.
wasn't
She
no,
has.
my
No,
argument
she
wasn't the
definitely
main
has.
event thing. My argument wasn't the main event thing. My argument was being able to show like because when you said
To
that Tay Rock
gauge.
said yeah, when you
Hmm.
said that when Jazz just made that argument on Twitter, she said the same thing as far as Tay Rock and stuff like that. I said the same thing. Like it's hard for me to gauge with them too. We just happen to be talking about me and
But
you here.
this is where I think the confusion is at. I think a lot of people are kind of living in the past. 40
Mhm.
was the bigger draw than me years ago, but it's changed in 2022. Let's
Okay.
be honest. If somebody's going to an event or if somebody sees 40 on a card, more than likely she's having an underwhelming performance.
Hey
More than likely.
Johnny, my fault,
You're
my boy,
saying
my
that like
fault,
I didn't just
Johnny.
get body of the night for Chrome 23 though. Like
Love
this
you.
is what I'm saying. Like you're
Huh?
saying that and I got two of the accolades that night. So I'm trying to understand. It's
Wait,
was
what?
it underwhelming? How is that underwhelming?
You either choking.
I When
Chrome
I'm saying
23.
I was choking on Chrome 23, that was this year. I didn't choke
I
first
didn't see
grade.
the battle.
Oh no, so
Were
I
you
get it. So I get it. So that's what I'm saying. So that's
but
why,
in the
yeah.
past 3 years, you
Hmm.
have been pretty underwhelming. Can we be honest with
Understandable.
that?
Yes, that's
So now, so wait,
understanding.
so this
Hmm.
has an effect on a draw. So if people see 40 bars, yeah, you're still 40 bars. You feel me? A nigga like Surf is still Surf. A nigga like T Rex is still T Rex. But if you are having underwhelming performances back to back to back to back,
And people
it
still come out and
lessens.
see me. That's how I'm still the
No,
draw, Jazz.
people,
Yeah.
listen. I'm not saying you're still not still a draw. I'm saying all these people are still draws, but it
Hmm.
decreases it more and more when you keep doing it. So I'm saying in 2022, I'm not talking about
I
2014,
don't think you can say it
2015.
decreases that if I'm still bringing out people, if
You're
there's
bringing
still,
people
yeah,
out,
I'm
but it
still saying.
decreases. The people
What's
that are gonna come out to see you is decreasing.
it's not though, Jazz.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say this. Look, if we
All right.
You know what
if
I'm
you're
saying? I'm not
talking
trying to be
about
funny. It's not. I'm not
2022,
talking
I'm
about
gonna
like
speak from a
situations, but
fan
it's not.
perspective. I didn't see
Hmm.
you in C3. I didn't see you in C3. 10 years ago, I would have rushed to click it.
Okay, and there's a difference. I get it,
you
and there's a difference
conflict.
between fans not wanting like your personal opinion. I get it as far as like lackluster. I get. I'm not going to argue that. There's a difference between that, and there's a difference with still when 40 comes out, I still bring out a certain amount of shit.
And I'm not saying you don't.
No, but that's what I'm
You
saying.
are a
That's what.
star
But
in
that's
battle rap.
no. I get it, and
But
that's
the
what I'm saying
question
was my
is,
specific
who is the
argument about
bigger
this.
draw? You're saying that I'm not the bigger draw than you. Of course, you can think that you are.
Because I can't figure out the arguments that I'm making for myself, Jazz, is I can't figure them out for you because it's a good thing. You're only on bigger cards. I can't tell is what I'm saying
Okay,
to you.
but
I
40,
understand how
you
that is
have, listen,
not clear.
you have done smaller cards. Granted, yes, you have main evented as you should. You are a superstar in battle rap. Of course, you're going to main event smaller cards. That's not a way that you can gauge it like that, right? Yes, I have been, fortunately for me, I have been able to just only do mega cards.
Hmm.
But that keeps me going back to the argument of all these URL superstars, smacking them know, okay, this person's draw is higher than this person, but they're still a draw, so we're going to book them. And that's how it is with me. I'm a woman being on a card with men. And
Hmm.
they're let's just talk about 2022 since this is the most that I've been outside. I've main evented 2 times on the URL cards, and then the one time I wasn't main event, which was homecoming, Smack wanted us to go last. Any battle that Smack wants to go
Everything
last,
that you're
that means
saying,
it's a highly anticipated battle. And the only reason it's not a main event
Jazz, I
is
didn't.
because their names aren't higher.
Oh my God. I still I hear you. What I'm saying is I never argued that, never argued your impact, never argued anything. We've been in here saying that you've been doing your thing. My thing is I simply said it's hard for me to gauge who you bring out or if you've carried a card, which is what I've always considered part of being a draw.
She
It's hard for
carried the
me.
New Orleans
What
card
anyway.
though, the Battle of the
Oh,
Bayou.
okay. Okay.
All
So
right,
there go one.
official content.
Okay, shut up. Good morning,
I'm
official.
very
Good
calm.
good
Good
morning.
morning. I'm very calm. Like,
Good
don't
morning,
do that.
motherfucker. All right,
Don't do
so
that.
but do you understand
Nah,
what I'm
she said
saying?
that already
Yeah,
though.
I get that, and I'm not taking away from anything she's doing. I've specifically said it's hard for me, even on. I didn't change it for Tay Rock or Surfer, none of those
I'm trying
people.
to know. That's my
I'm
question. How
simply
is it hard
saying
for
for
you to
me.
see that if she just
All right, let
did
me
It's
what
say it
not
to
Battle
hard
of the
to
you. Let
see
me
Bayou?
say it
because
to you,
official, we
because
were
it's only
more
been.
so talking about overall. If she's saying 2022,
Mm-mm.
that's cool. But we were talking about our
That's
over a
all I was
career
saying
of battle
because
rap.
the initial conversation was you were the only fucking goat,
Mhm.
and I mean the only god
Got
tier
to.
female and the only draw initially. So it was a
That
whole
wasn't
like
the initial statement you made
I
though. You
said that
That
was
said
was
the
the
why
initial. So
is
you're
she
initial
not
the
listening.
biggest
Let
draw
me
than you?
conversation,
finish what I'm
official.
saying.
That
That was the
was the
initial
initial
conversation.
conversation.
You're not
Got you.
listening, bro. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. That
So
was
you
the
said
initial
it's a
conversation.
this is before the clip
That was
started.
the initial
Yeah,
conversation.
hold on. See, cause y'all and I did the
Mm-mm,
same shit
mm-mm,
yesterday. I did the same shit to
mm-mm.
my boy Sharp yesterday. You know what I mean? I seen the DNA tooth clip and I kind of got disappointed in him. But
Mm-mm.
before y'all both came in here, does the clip say that I'm in here? Does the clip show when I'm in here saying, yo, Jazz is out here looking like the fucking goat right now? Does the clip show that?
No.
Nah, the clip don't show that. Know what I mean? So it's like the clips be cool, but y'all and I'm learning too, because like I said, I just got a little disappointed at Sharply yesterday for no reason. The clips be mad misleading. The clips be starting in the middle of the conversation. Like,
Especially when
I mean, I
official, not for
understand that.
nothing. You know me. I'm definitely for arguing and going back and forth with you bitches all the time. So if I'm telling you what the fuck it is, then it's not like I need to switch up. I've never been that. We will go back and forth. I'm telling you
But
what
one
the
of your
fuck I
questions was, how is Jazz a bigger draw than you?
because based off of what the fuck I think a draw, how is she the bigger draw than me?
Mm.
I
like
can't
Okay,
I
so
said
gauge
yeah, I
though,
because
can.
she
if
sells
you
We
tickets.
talking about 2022, it's an argument. But we were more
Right.
so
When
speaking
she
about
said that, when
the
nigga said she
career in
talking
a
about
whole.
smack and stuff too, I said,
Okay,
oh, that
so
may be
40.
right.
So
She just
40 for
asked me
this.
like 40, you don't think it's changed? And I said, that may be right. But when we're having a conversation, period, in general about bringing out people and doing things on the door, I've said that why ain't I?
All right, so
If I
40
can't
for this
tell
for
who
this
she's
battle you
bringing
have
out,
coming up with Ill Will. How can you gauge how much tickets you sold?
I don't know.
So
I
how
don't
have you
know.
been gauging your tickets you sold before?
Because I have those relationships with, Queen of the Ring and other leagues. It's different. I'm not
So
gonna get
you
on here and
ask
cap
them
and
how
say
many
that I'm
tickets.
gonna
So
know.
they have a thing where they count. Okay, 300 people came for 40 bars.
No, 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 it's not exactly specific, but niggas be knowing.
So you be knowing, right?
Not every single number. I'm not gonna get on here and say I know I sold 532 tickets. No, no, I'm not gonna do that. But people know.
huh?
Like I'm not about to.
All right. I mean,
Let me say this.
look,
Let me say this. I'm not. I'm not trying to. I'm not gonna get myself. I'm not gonna get. I'm not throwing nobody under the bus. I just.
So what
There's
makes you
ways
think
of
that they don't
knowing
tell Jazz how
certain
many
things. Like I
tickets she
said, I can't
sell?
know to the exact dollar. I did not. I did not say
nah,
they
I
did.
don't,
She asked me
I don't
about
know
me.
nothing. I don't know
She
nothing
asked me
about
about
numbers,
me.
but
I didn't
I'm a,
say anything about Jazz. She asked
I'm
me,
gonna
and I'm
just say
answering for
this.
myself.
I'm
And
gonna
I
just
did
say
say
this.
that I
Like
can tell to the specific dollar amount, but there's ways
people,
of gauging. And there's also I know when I come, there's certain people I see. There's a lot of shit that goes into it, nigga. This the
nah,
same
I feel
motherfuckers
you.
be.
Like I feel you. Like you, I would obviously you bring people out. We all bring people out. We're battle rappers. We
Mm-hmm.
all bring people out. But I'm gonna just say this: there's something called statistic analysis, and based off that, Smack and
Mm-hmm.
Beasley, the league owners, make their decisions. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And that's
Mm-hmm.
really what it ties down to. Now, whether or not you can't see it, that's fine. But if they can see it, the people that are booking the battle rapper,
Of
and
course.
I keep ending up on these mega cards, is a reason I keep ending up on the mega cards.
Is there a reason why you're not getting?
We
Is there
not
a reason why you're not
arguing that,
getting
Jazz.
Is there a reason why you're not getting what I'm saying? Nobody is saying anything
Yeah,
about
we're
that,
not
Jazz.
arguing you
Yo,
being
you're
on big
bugging.
cards.
Nobody's saying that. I said the fact that you're on those big cards is how I can't tell. Like, damn, I don't know if it's just Jazz. Let's say it's
But
Jazz
40, you was a huge draw before you was on small cards too though.
because
So
I
it's
was
like kind of
on.
like
I
you
was
can
the bigger
gauge.
name. I was the bigger name with a lot of smaller battlers, and it was consistent. the same ticket sales, the same numbers. Do you get what I'm
So,
saying?
all right. So when I was on Queen of the Ring before URL, let's forget URL, right? When I was on Queen of the Ring, I headlined twice.
Mm-hmm.
You and Shayna.
Mm-hmm.
Were those mega cards?
Mm-hmm. I'd say at least me and you were definitely.
Right. So you can gauge. All right. Jazz's main event for Shayna.
But
Jazz's main
listen, I'm
event
not gonna
for Cody.
hold you. That's one of those situations that's harder to gauge because we were at Irving Plaza. It was a mega card. I can't say I carried that card. Hart was on that card. You was on.
Cody,
People hadn't seen
me
you
and
in
you was the
forever.
headline. The headline is
We
gonna
when I'm
be.
saying carry a
But that's
card, I
just
mean the
like one
person
of the
who brings
URL
when I mean
cards that
when I
you're
mean
on,
when I mean
Jazz.
thank you. I'm saying the same thing for myself. The same way how it's harder for me to gauge you on that side. I can't say that for myself on that card. It was full of headliners. I'm talking about the times when I'm the bigger name on a card that has people who don't bring out as many people as me, or typically their numbers don't do the same thing that I do. That's what I'm talking about carrying a card, bro.
Okay.
That's all
So
I'm
you
saying.
okay? So you okay? I'll say that because obviously because I only did one smaller
That's all I said.
league,
That's why I
but
was it's
you
no
have a
it's
draw.
fine.
You have a
And when
draw
you
with
said the
good
OSBL
ass.
shit,
You
I
have
said,
a
okay, that's a good example. I see you. That was okay. I didn't argue that. I'm just saying you're always on bigger cards. It's harder for me to tell. Same thing I couldn't tell for myself on that fucking
so
Urban
my
Plaza
question
card.
to
There was
you is
mad people in it.
do you think Surf has a bigger draw than Lou Castro?
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you gauging that?
Because
Just off
I feel like
No,
Surf's been at the top of smaller cards.
what
If I
smaller
like
cards has he be on top of?
was him and Big T a small card or was that a big card?
That was a big
that
card.
wasn't even a card.
Big T, that was no, that wasn't a card.
It was
Yeah,
a
it was
one
a
off
one-off.
actually.
That
That
was
was
a
yeah, that
one-off
was
and
a
a
I
one
half.
keep
off.
all
Fool.
right, so I keep picturing small situation. I'm terrible for battle rap trivia. I'm not gonna hold you. So I'm not gonna go back and forth and act like I know every single
You
thing.
just gotta
I
go
don't.
off surf
I
whole
don't.
I
cap.
asked Surf because Surf doesn't do small cards. So you know that he's a bigger draw than Lou Castro. Lou Castro has carried small cards.
Hmm.
Surf hasn't, but we know that Surf is a bigger draw. How do we gauge that?
I don't
By
know.
the obvious thing.
What? Because
Numbers,
for me, like I said,
views.
draws. Okay, so if Lou Castro gets those, if he's bringing people out and he gets numbers on both sides, and he's a draw as well.
I didn't say he wasn't. I said is Surf a bigger draw than Luke, and I'm replacing it for is Jazz a bigger draw than 40. And you're
Oh, I
saying
don't know.
that
Oh,
you're
yeah. You
saying you
know, I
can
don't know.
gauge that you're a
I
bigger
got
draw
you. I
because
got what you're
you've
saying.
done more
I don't
small
know. I
events.
don't know. Like you said, I don't know. I'm not one of those people gonna get up here and make a point and argue just for the sake of arguing. I don't fucking know.
It's not the
I was
sake of
making my point
argument.
about myself.
It's
No,
for
I
me.
said
I'm
I
trying to
don't
figure
know
out
the answer to
why
your
you can
question
only gauge how somebody's a bigger
because
draw if they do smaller cards.
I'm not as familiar with what you're talking about specifically, Lou and Surf, or you talking
It's
about
an
in general?
analogy.
Because those two people, I'm not familiar with their careers to sit here. You see how I said, has Surf ever done? I thought he was on a smaller card, and you're like, no. How am I going to sit here and determine who's the bigger draw if I don't know situations or cards, or I can't sit here and tell you they've done this and they've done that? No, I can't. So I don't know. I can only
So
speak for myself and
so
probably some of
and
the
you
things
so
you've
you
done
know
because I'm
my
a little bit
career,
more
you know your
familiar.
career. Who else career do
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Oh, it's a lot more of the females than the guys.
Okay, let's take a official,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You've done smaller cards and so has official, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How can you gauge how much people official brought out for that smaller card?
I don't know. I'd have to see the card and see the other people on it to just guess. I wouldn't necessarily know, but to gauge
And
it,
you
I
probably would
could.
have had to be there to really see who all was
Mm-hmm.
kind of there for official, right? So these are the things I
I've been
feel
at
like
battles that officials been at though. In Baton Rouge.
it's
Who did you
hard to
battle in
really
Baton Rouge?
like I feel like you're gauging it just
Oh,
by
no, no,
literal the
no,
literal
no.
fans that are in the building. I feel like you're gauging it by that. And it's hard to
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Because those are typically people who buy the tickets, right?
I
They
mean,
bought tickets to be
exactly
there, right?
because they're battle rap fans, right? So if a nigga come for 40, you have people that only come for one person, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna be the
And if
only
you see
person
those
that
people in droves at every event, how would you gauge that? Respectfully.
that's your fan that's your cult fan base.
There's still people who are buying tickets and they're coming out spending money. What I'm saying is that if there are more of those and they're always there, can I not gauge about how many tickets I'm selling if I see those above
How
those
much what
people there all
number
the
would you
time?
say that is 40 that you see at all your
I
battles?
don't know. I don't know, Jazz. I don't know.
Let's a gauge what you say 20, 50, 100, 10,
100's a
5.
little strong. 100's a little strong. Anywhere between 20 to 50.
Okay.
Somewhere
Okay.
between that. I'm not gonna hold you. Somewhere between that because I could count 20 off the top of my head, but I'd also know this. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere between 20 and 50.
They too. Put
I
your
know that's a big
goddamn hand
thing, but
down.
I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could bring it a little closer, but I'm trying not to count the people that I talk to on the phone on a day to day. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I
Like
thought it was a respectful
they
space.
don't count.
Yeah,
This is a
sometimes.
this is a respectful space. We're having a
Sometimes,
conversation.
man, we ain't changing this shit up because
There
you
All right,
ain't
mad
no
at
and we
Alright,
me.
off
Heart,
that.
Fuck
so
We
you.
off
what
Do
do
what
that.
All
you
right, well,
do.
shit, I got some
Now
shit to
we off
say
But
that
then.
there
part.
Yeah,
ain't
it's
Nah,
not
but
now
there
never
you
ain't
here.
gotta ask me Heart what she meant by
Yeah,
Jazz don't
now
have
now
the
we all
women.
right, 40, we done with that combo. Heart, you wildin'.
What happened?
y'all
You're
just need to
wildin'.
slow my
No,
weed
I'm not.
over.
That's
No,
what
I'm
I got.
You're
I
not.
got. I got. I
wildin'.
got. I
No,
got a
I'm not.
question though. I got a
No,
question,
let
No,
us
I'm
Jazz.
hear
not.
this. Let us hear this.
No,
Jazz, I
I'm
got a
not.
question.
Yeah.
Wait, wait.
What's the question?
Okay, so my question is, with 40 saying what she's saying, I think the reason why I low key can sideways agree with her is because I'm only agreeing for right now because at the same like this is the first year that you've really been outside. So if I can see next year you're taking battles on small leagues and you're still being that same draw, then I can say okay, well 40 you can't say that about Jazz. But right now the first time you do a small card really was what the 2-on-2. That's the first time we've really seen you on like a smaller card. So
Mm-hmm.
of course that's going to be a huge.
But this is my thing. If I'm only if they're calling
Let me get
me,
it out. No, I get.
you breaking
Whoa.
You in the
up.
goolie. You in the
Gulag, gulag,
goolie.
gulag.
Hey, you in the goolie.
Brittany Griner. Mm.
If they're calling me for the big cards, it's kind of just like
And now she on the December
I
9th
told you
card too. So
I feel like everybody the definition is just a little bit
Yo, you
different.
good, Johnny?
That's really ultimately all
I
it
mean, she
is.
is on the card.
No,
So
like I
that's
said,
not
and like I
true.
said, we're being on the bit with like I said, if they're calling you for big cards again, that I don't feel like you know what I'm saying. Anybody can blame you for that. But at the same time, if we're seeing 40 consistently on small cards and consistently having that same
that's
draw,
because that's what, but that's what she's deciding to do. She's
right,
not
And
right,
that's
having
right,
the
and
right.
same
So
that's
like I
draw.
just
said,
what it
She's not
I'm not
having
means.
the
saying it's
same
sure or
draw on a
fall.
small card that she's having on the Queen of Ring card. We're not gonna do that.
No,
Of
What?
of
course
course not.
there's
Of course
smaller
not. That's not.
situations.
But
That
like I
wouldn't
said, I
that would
still would have to see from me. I would have to see Jazz on
What?
multiple smaller cards for me to be able to say, okay, she's got the same draw. Therefore, because again,
That's
the site.
crazy. That's
And all right,
crazy.
so
No,
J
that's
two,
not
how would?
crazy.
But no, wait, but J two, how would you gauge that? How would you gauge? All right, you know what? Jazz is bringing out these people. What you basing it off of? Especially if you're not there. How are you
that
gonna
league
The
that
know?
same
league
thing. The
knows
same
them
thing.
numbers.
Like
That
for
league
instance,
knows
like
who you brought out.
not even the
that
league so
that's
much. I'm
why I
gonna be honest
said
with
she
you.
was.
We know for sure that you sold out the OSBO card. We know that. We know that that was a lot of your pool. So my thing is,
Why do you
if
know?
that
How do you
happens,
know that? How do you know that?
because it was the first time you was on a small card. I
No, how do
tuned
you
in
know
because
that
you was
it
on
was
there.
me though? How do you
Is
know it
that
was
the first
me?
time
Because there
Does
is that the
weren't any
first time
other.
there's
OSBL
been stuff like
normally
that?
sell out
Does
like
norm
that?
do they
I
normally
know
sell
it
out
was
in
you
that
because I'm
aspect?
there every week that they have an event.
Yeah, and
So I know
there
that
was a
you were
different group of
you're
people
the
there.
reason
If
why.
this happens
Well, not you're not the
consistently,
sole reason, but
if
yeah,
this happens
mostly.
consistently, then I'm going to say, okay, 40, you can't say that Jazz still has the same draw
So
in the
if she
big
do it
room.
for her battle that she has on December, that's 3 battles in a row. She did the Bayou. She did
I don't think the
the
Bayou
O.
was a small card.
No,
I don't
that's
think
They
the
why I
were
Bayou
brought
was
up
a small
the
card.
December
they did
9th. I'm like, how you gonna gauge that? Because that's a big
And
card.
like I said again, I'm not disagreeing. What I'm saying is, I would have to. I can understand why 40 has that argument because again, the consistency of it. If a
so
year from now she's still doing it, then okay, then you can't have that argument. But right now, if let's say okay, you do 3 more small cards, and then that next small card nobody pulls up because the thrill of you doing small cards is gone. Then where's the argument in?
But why are we penalizing Jazz for taking
She's
small?
not being
Nobody's
penalized.
Nobody's
It's not a
penalizing
penalizing
penal.
her.
her.
We're
Hold
It's
saying
not
on,
a
we
hold
penal.
can't
on, hold
engage
on,
it on a big stage.
hold
Nobody's
on, hold
penalizing
on, hold
anybody.
on.
Y'all got to stop coming here saying
Hold
stuff
on,
like that.
40, because Antonio, how we penalize her? Tell me about it. How we did that?
Because so for example, hear me
Hmm.
out. Why is it you feel me? You gotta say we have to see her on small events. If she only
We never said we
We
if I'm
have
didn't
to
We
only
say
see
that.
never
her on
said
small
that.
events.
if
We
I'm
never
only
said
getting
you have
we
to
small.
never
see her
Okay,
on
said.
J
small
Where's
two
the
events
next
just
to
J
argument?
two
see
just
what
said
her
he has
draw
to
is.
see me on small events
Okay, so my thing.
to
Okay,
fully agree with me. He
so
just
I'm
then the
said
only
he
getting
has
argument.
to
Okay,
called
see
so
for
the
wait,
big
so
small
wait, so this is
events.
an
cards. It's
argument of
not
Cause
whether or
my
not
Jay,
Jazz
fault.
is
hold
being
on, hold
penalized.
on, hold on. Let's act like we know
Mrs.
how to
Jeter.
comprehend. Jay said, J2 said that so we can gauge something, not penalizing you at all in no way, shape, form, or
So
fashion.
we can see.
So we can just try to gauge, try
Come
to
on, Aunt
like,
O'Neill.
come on.
And
Again,
it's just for the sake of the conversation. Like Jazz, like again, Jazz, I think Jazz is. I will pull up to see Jazz. I would be one of the people that would be part of her draw. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be one of those people. I don't think she's being penalized. I think the conversation came up about, and so we're having a discussion about it.
And
And
I
there's
don't
only
know.
facts that
I
you
don't
can
want it
use in
to
a
come off
discussion like
as,
this.
listen, I don't want this to come in the spirit of like, oh yo, Jazz is outside, everybody's hating. Like, I don't, that's not what
No,
that's not what it
no.
is. So that was my biggest thing, and make sure there's some clarification. I can only speak for my motherfucking self. We have debates in here all the time, but I don't need it looking like, yo, she's outside, she's doing her thing, and niggas are sitting around mad. That's wild. It was simply the draw for me. That's it.
Now, what you was coming to check me about, Jazz?
Never mind.
Alright, well, you said she don't got no clear wins, buddy. Never mind my ass.
Talk that shit official.
Official came with her sneakers already tied up. She's
I
been
don't know
waiting.
why.
I knew it. Listen, I knew it was two of you
I don't
bitches.
know
I knew
why.
it was two
Now,
of
Heart,
y'all.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't really understand that. I ain't really
Understand it, my
understand. I didn't
nigga. The
understand the clear
URL.
win part. Like she's been
Listen.
clearly.
Okay, now let us
Clearly
hear what
who?
Heart said.
Okay.
What's clear?
Okay, let me tell you what's clear. I've been waiting for you to ask me that, buddy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sky, QB, Shayna.
Go ahead and skip over K
Vixen.
Profit.
Don't skip
Go
K
ahead and
Profit.
skip over
40.
K Profit. Go ahead.
Come on, let me finish. But you asking who
sorry,
she
go
clearly
ahead.
beat.
Sorry.
Why you asking who I skipped? I'm telling you who she clearly beat.
Okay.
She clearly
All right.
beat Sky,
Don't
Shayna
say my name
Ashley,
again, bitch.
QB, 40, and Heart, Vixen,
Bitch.
and Gaddis.
Okay, now who she lost to?
40, you stupid.
Who she
But
didn't
we're not
clearly
talking
beat?
about who she lost to. You said she wasn't winning.
I said she just started winning, right?
How? And the names I just named are old battles also. QB, 40,
Those are all
Shayna,
old
Sky.
battles. She's talking
What?
about the newer ones. She said she
Okay,
just won.
Vixen, Gaddis. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but
New
you can't say
battles.
she just started winning when she
40
just
Heart.
came
I'm
back.
literally
She was
naming
winning
them for
On
before she
different
left.
URL,
years.
yet her record is not good.
Stop
How? When
saying
she
my
beat
name
It's
QB
again.
on
not.
URL. She beat QB, Vixen, and Gaddis on URL.
Oh, I'm about to say what?
And she lost
Heart,
to
what's your record on
listen.
Heart?
She
Heart,
clearly beat
what's your record on
QB.
URL?
Respect.
Okay, you want to listen now? You just named 3 wins on URL, right? Right?
Stop saying me because I had to.
So if it was okay, right? So if QB, how is she just starting winning if QB was one of those wins on URL and that's old?
Listen, QB was her win on URL. Listen, QB was her win on URL. Then she lost to Hustle. She lost to you. She lost to me, right?
Bro, if we keeping it a buck,
Mm-hmm.
the Heart battle and the Hustle battle is not something you could just say it's a loss. You cannot say that.
In my opinion, I can say that.
I
You
get
may
that, but
ask somebody else and they may say it's a win, but in my opinion, I can say it's
I
a
okay.
thought we
loss.
go
What are
by
you
the
talking
consensus, the
about?
Okay, so
majority,
look,
what people think. Like,
so look, you saying
Yo.
I just started winning on URL.
Yeah.
When you say just, what year are you starting from?
All right, hold on. Let me address what official said. You can't go off of what the fans say about me because they got me losing to bitches I clearly won. Like,
That's
we
what I'm
not doing
saying. I
that.
go off of what
We
I
not
think,
doing that.
nigga.
Okay,
Like,
but Heart,
we
what
going
year?
off of how motherfuckers. Listen, I'm going off of how motherfuckers looked that day, what
okay, Hustle,
motherfuckers
do you think
said,
you
and
and
all
Jazz
that. What?
Hustle, do you think you and Jazz battle is debatable?
Not to me, and people probably think so. I'm not debating that.
Yo, Heart. So what
Like,
year you
but
talking
and
about
then
when you say
everybody
I
keeps
just
saying,
started
"Hold on,"
winning?
everybody
What
keeps
year
saying
you
it's
talking
so.
about,
Ain't
Heart?
Jazz,
debating
let
that.
me ask you a question. Did I not fuck up in the beginning when I said yo and I forgot it and then got it back?
Yeah, you choked.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah.
No. Did I not say yo?
You choked for like a
Damn.
minute.
No, it was not a minute. I
All right,
said
45
yo,
seconds. You
and then
choked for a
everybody was
long
like,
time.
and then I continued to spit my whole
Okay, but
round.
what that got to do with your Heart?
No,
What
because
year you
that's what
talking
everybody
about?
basing that off
It
of.
don't matter
Heart,
years. I'm talking
you
about
said
Right.
I just
battles,
started
nigga.
winning. So what
I don't
year are
even
you
count the
saying
2-on-2.
just?
So after the 2-on-2, when is that?
That's 2019. That's 3 years ago.
There you go. But it wasn't like you was outside heavy every year, nigga. What are we talking about?
So where did the conversation start for you to say I just started winning? Like where
When you
that?
just started coming back outside after
No, I'm
the
saying
2-on-2. I just said that.
sparked
I
that?
just said after the 2-on-2.
I'm saying what sparked that sentence? Jazz just started
I
winning on
don't know what
URL.
sparked the sentence,
Because
nigga. Are
because
you
my thing
high
is
this
my
morning?
because you know what it is. You know what it is. Okay, the caption says
If we
Jazz.
talk about after the 2-on-2, the Heart battle was before the 2-on-2. The Hustle battle was before
Yeah,
the
she
2-on-2.
lost those.
Right,
That's
but
my
look,
point. She
no,
lost
but
those.
no, I get what you're saying, her. But what I'm saying is, right, the
Mm-hmm.
caption on the video says says Jazz just started winning. The video says Jazz just started winning, especially on URL. Like, why are you
Yes,
separating my Queen of the Ring and URL battles?
because that's what I was
Because
talking
what?
about. URL. I know your wins on
Why?
Queen of the Ring because that's what I was talking about. What do you mean, why?
Because I want
That's
to know
what
where
I
the
was talking
conversation
about.
came
That's
from.
where I was
Man, that
talking
shit
about.
was
Yeah, but
URL.
I
dangerous.
wanted to
Niggas
know where
is
the
high.
conversation came
I
from.
don't remember, but that's what I was
But you
talking
remember
about.
where
The URL.
the you remember
Yeah,
where the
because
sporty
that was the
conversation
main
started.
conversation. Yes, that was what
Okay.
the main conversation was about. So yes, I remember that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got you.
I think all
Wait,
y'all
how much?
bitches
How
fire.
much
I
battles you
think
got on? How much
Jazz,
battles you got on
I just
URL?
want to
Official,
say this. You New York
I
Hustle,
bitches,
got
Mark.
respectfully, you
Like
New
all
York
y'all
bitches got
one,
some
fire.
two,
deep ass
three,
voices. I
four.
just wanted to throw that
You
out
got
there.
4 battles on
Thanks, Brett.
URL.
Yeah.
You up?
Mm-hmm.
Who you got? You got me, 212,
Bitches' voices is
Hustle,
kind of deep, man.
Flames,
Flames.
Shut up, 40.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't
the
gonna lie, Hustle.
Hustle.
You, Heart, and Jazz, y'all up here sounding like 3 grown ass men, man. I ain't gonna lie,
Yo,
y'all
listen,
New
Yo,
York bitches
okay?
got some
that's
deep
New
ass
My
York
voices,
for
voice
you.
is
man.
deep. What you want from me?
But
The
yeah, all right,
fuck?
y'all.
I feel you, bruh.
The
Deuces.
fuck?
Bye
Y'all
for
niggas
now.
wildin'.
Y'all niggas is out of order.
Y'all sound
Official.
y'all sound crazy this morning. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Official. She said, I'm out of here too, bitches.
Yeah. Niggas. Fuck out of here.
We
Niggas
so
start
bad.
acting bad. Fuck out of here, man.